It actually starts with you at a microscopic microbial phase, swimming around in a drop of water. You eventually get larger, you move to land, you go through, you become distributed to all the other players. And so as you're playing the game, you are always encountering new creatures and things that basically were created by other players. See if we can sound it a little bit now. Okay. So basically, now at this point in the game, as I said before, I've kind of evolved throughout the space. This is my home planet right here. So up to this point in the game, I've actually put the entire game on the surface of this planet, evolving out of this ocean. Different building cities, visualizations is on the surface. This is my new UFO. And this is really, it's a toy caricature of the planet. It's one of the scales of other planets nearby, so I have the moon here very close. And I can kind of click into any one of these things and zoom into it and explore it. Each one of these planets is different. They're procedurally generated. And now we're out into interstellar space. This is our home star right there in the center with our UFO remnant. This is the nearby star field. Each one of these is a different world entirely that we can fly to. So I can click one of these and then fly over that star and zoom in. And each one of these is going to be a unique planetary system. It's actually one of the interesting areas of science, and that we're getting a pretty good sense now of how planets, where they can now colonize. Let's just plug in this. This is kind of a dead moon here. So what some of the tools you get on your UFO are terraforming tools that allow you to go in and actually sculpt the planet's surface. Some of them are just kind of more geological. For instance, I can go in and like create a little bit there. You simply go in and sculpt the planet on clay. Other ones are actually attempting kind of to find it in the planet as well. So with this planet, I can pick. We have a really simple little kind of planetary model here from basically vacuum to very thick atmosphere, from very cold to very hot. This planet has almost a vacuum and it's very cold. So by using certain items on here, I might drop a volcano on the surface, for instance, which will now, over time, we'll start seeing the planetary surface change as a volcano, and we'll start seeing an atmospheric shell develop. As this little red dot up here is moving in the circle, what I'm really trying to do is get this into the middle of the circle where it's now habitable for kind of primitive life. Now as I'm an atmosphere generator. So this is a generator that actually pump atmosphere, and then we need something, and maybe a meteor shower. So this will be a combination of things. A lot of what we want the player to do is sit there and be able to basically kind of play around with planetary ecosystems and get a sense of what the underlying structure and how they work, parts. So now I'm pulling a meteor shower, which is queued up. See, now we're actually in the first ring here, which means I can now, for the first time, start dropping down some of my biological samples. I'll drop down some simple plants on the surface, and it'll start spreading if it's successful. Small ones. Yeah, now it is. In fact, it's going up too fast. I'm about to have way too thick an atmosphere, so I need to go back. We're also going to have some mass extinctions here.
Carbon emission.
Yeah, emission. And this is kind of where the science fiction, kind of meshes with science fact. Let's go to this other planet here, which is also basically a dead, airless moon. Over time, you can eventually earn this tool we call the Genesis device. And this will terraform the entire planet in one step. This is like a very expensive tool game. But I can take a dead planet and bring life to it almost instantly. So first thing it does is I get it's actually kind of big living environment. And then the light can start spreading the light across the surface. Maybe just be careful when you do this here and move along. Now one thing I also want to do is when I collect biological samples, I'm going to bring to other worlds and use to help move throughout the colony. So the other things you can do is you can actually come down to the surface and get out of your UFO and walk around the surface. And when you're playing the creature game, this is kind of the view we would have of the planet the entire time. So you can actually kind of move anywhere around the surface of this world. What's kind of interesting at this level, we're actually still simulating all the planet's movement above. So you can actually look up and really see things like eclipses and inclusions from the planet's point of view. I'm going to say I want to redesign my UFO. We've been working on a very simple set of tools where the player just kind of drags parts out, can manipulate they want to talk to us, we can kind of...
Thì bây giờ xin the boss get the other
And there's a whole thing about, basically, maybe in just the right spot, someone's eventually going to find Earth, or our system actually here. You go in, and we have the real terrain maps for these planets, and so if you want to go in here and now practice terraforming Mars, what we might want to do, we have that as well. So really, I want players to kind of understand, this open galaxy, what life's position is, how all these things relate. And very fun. We also have this thing called the browser. So for every piece of content that you encounter in the game, we have cards, and these cards actually show like every creature you've seen, every planet you've gone to, etc., along with who made it. So you can basically, like doing a creature editor, or any part of the game, I can actually open the recorder and start making a little movie. So over here on the panel, we have this. Well, it's actually in the options right now, but basically there's a little camera that I can turn on and make a movie of any part of the gameplay. When I click to save the movie.